Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where I show you how to dominate in the crypto markets. Hyperinflation is becoming a global problem on a rampant scale. Luckily for us, we have cryptocurrency projects such as RSR aiming to solve the global problem of hyperinflation. In this video, we're going to be covering exactly what RSR is, its very strong use case, its strong institutional backers, as well as a primed looking price chart that looks ready to absolutely pump. Make sure you stick with me until the very end. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you have all notifications turned on as well. And let the gains be with you. We're going to start off this video by going over what hyperinflation is so you know exactly the problem that RSR is aiming to solve. But before we do that, I need to remind you that I am collaborating with the Crypto Lifestyle. Francis is an OG, he's a trendsetter, he is Mr. 100X. He's made me a lot of money just by watching his videos, and now I have the privilege and the honor to create a little bit of content for his channel. I'll be making my first appearance this week, so make sure you go and subscribe to the Crypto Lifestyle right now. Anyway, let's talk about hyperinflation. So if you didn't know what hyperinflation is a term to describe rapid, excessive, and out of control general prices in an economy. While inflation is a measure of the pace of rising prices for goods and services, hyperinflation is rapidly rising inflation, typically measuring more than 50% per month. Although hyperinflation is a rare event for developed countries, it has occurred many times throughout history in countries such as China, Germany, Russia, Hungary, and Argentina. Of course, we had hyperinflation in Germany in the 1930s period, and we all know what that led to. I'm not going to get into detail on that. However, hyperinflation is a problem, and it needs to be solved because it really ruins people's lives. Let's talk about how it actually does impact everyday people's lives, such as you and I. So let's say I'm a construction worker, and I work for $150 per day. I take that $150 per day home and I put it in the bank. Now, while I go to sleep, the establishment, the central banks, they have a money printer that doesn't turn off. So while I'm resting my head on the pillow at night, they are creating more units of dollars or whatever fiat currency you use, but they're creating more and more and more of it. What this does, it lowers the value of that currency. We can see that the US dollar has lost over 90% of its purchasing value in the past century, even more than that. And with that being said, that is due to quantitative easing. So we are experiencing inflation here in the US, there's no doubt about it. The Consumer Price Index, the CPI, also known as the CPI because it is manufactured numbers that don't tell the true story, is what measures an economy and how it's doing. Now currently the Consumer Price Index doesn't accurately display the data of what is happening behind the scenes. However, I'm not going to be talking about the US. Let's talk about Venezuela. Venezuela is currently experiencing hyperinflation on a massive scale. Let me show you what I mean by that. Right here we're looking at a chicken as well as a stack of cash. This is millions and millions of Venezuelan bolivar, their fiat currency. And if you were to walk into a shop and buy a chicken, you would have to put up this much cash. That is no exaggeration. This picture is telling you a very accurate story of what is happening right now in South America. And it, quite frankly, is not okay. This should not be the case. You should not have to carry pounds and pounds of paper to purchase a chicken from a shop. That is what hyperinflation does. Imagine, like I said, you're a construction worker and you work for a living making a modest wage, let's say even $50 a day. While you go to work, money is being created and manufactured, and the value of your money is getting lower and lower and lower. So you put your money in the bank and it's a melting ice cube. It's just losing its value. This is what's happening right now. And as you can see from this picture, one chicken costs a boatload of cash, literally. We have also toilet paper costs this much cash. It's absurd. It doesn't make sense. And quite frankly, it is really impacting people's lives. So that is when RSR steps in. RSR is literally saving the day and impacting people's lives in a positive manner because RSR is a stable coin that is backed by real collateral and not just faith in the establishment, which is what our current fiat money is. Okay, so now that you guys have a better understanding of what hyperinflation is, let's talk about RSR for a second. Also, just a quick update, Bitcoin dominance is at 51.5%. ETH dominance is up to 12.3%, looking very good for altcoins right now, despite all the volatility that we saw today with Coinbase going live on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, but RSR, ranked number 95 in market cap, has a max supply of 100 billion tokens, as well as a circulating supply of 13.1 billion. The current market cap for RSR is $1.1 billion. And now let's talk for a second about how RSR actually works. We'll head over to the reserve.org website and we can see the reserve protocol. So the reserve protocol is a dual token ecosystem. It has RSV, which is the stablecoin pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar, and it has RSR, which is a governance token, and it's also used to keep the value of the RSV stablecoin pegged 1-to-1 to the dollar. So in the midst of it all, there is the vault. Now the vault contains excessive RSR tokens as well as other tokenized assets, such as other stablecoins such as USDC, tokenized bonds, tokenized commodities, as well as tokenized properties as well. Yes, real estate tokenized is held in the RSR vault. So how it works with RSV, when the price of RSV goes above $1, the protocol automatically sells RSV for either tokenized assets or more RSR, more reserve rights, and this will bring the value of RSV, the stablecoin, back down to $1. Now, on the other hand, when the price of RSV falls below $1 on exchanges, the protocol purchases RSV for the tokenized assets. Like I said, the tokenized commodities, bonds, properties, they use that to purchase more RSV. And by doing that, by purchasing more RSV, it raises the value back to $1. Now, it also has to maintain the vault ratio to make sure everything is in equilibrium. And how that actually works is RSR holders can purchase RSV to stabilize the price of RSV, which maintains the vault ratio of assets and reduces the supply of RSR, making it more valuable. In a way, it's kind of similar to Terra Luna, how it works. But of course, it's its own protocol. But Terra Luna is similar, where when you burn Luna tokens, you get UST. And it's very interesting how it works. I'll make a full video on Terra Luna, another project I'm very bullish on. However, we're talking about RSR in this video. So when the vault ratio of tokenized assets goes below the target range, the protocol sells RSR for tokenized assets, thereby replenishing the backing for RSV. So it's this constant ebbs and flows. Everything is always shape-shifting to make sure it's in perfect equilibrium. It is a genius protocol, and right now it is being used in Venezuela, like I said. We can see that by going to the Reserve Rights Twitter account, and we can see that Q1 update. In the last week of March, Reserve was the #1 most downloaded finance app in Venezuela and surpassed 100K total downloads. There are now 1,102 merchants officially accepting Reserve, with more doing so informally, and the team is expanding as well. As we can see, Reserve is currently the #18 most downloaded app in Venezuela, slowly climbing its way up the ranks. Now, how it works is literally like PayPal on your phone. You have your RSR account, your Reserve account, you go to a shop, and you send money through the app to the merchant, you get your goods, and you go home. It's very basic how it works. It's a stable coin, it's used for payment. Why I bring up PayPal, let's talk about the team of RSR for a second, the investors. So first of all, we got Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a co-founder of PayPal, and he is a very smart finance guy. He knows what he's doing. He knows where to invest his money, and he's backing RSR. We also have Coinbase Ventures. Coinbase Ventures is an early investor in RSR. What does that mean? It means there is a strong probability that one day in the future, RSR will be listed on Coinbase. Now, we saw what happened with other projects when they get listed on Coinbase. It usually results in a large spike in price. So when Coinbase does finally decide to list RSR, I am expecting something similar to play out, where we have a huge influx of price. That usually does lead to a nice correction afterwards. However, we are traders here, so we are not greedy. We take profits and we accept the gifts that the ever-giving market provides us, especially the cryptocurrency market. It's changing a lot of people's lives right now. Myself, all of our group members in our community. I give all of my calls, by the way, in the free Telegram group. So make sure you go ahead and join the free Telegram group right now. The link is in the description. Anyway, we also have Sam Altman. Sam Altman is a Silicon Valley angel investor, venture capitalist. He is backing RSR. I encourage you guys to go to the RSR reserve.org website and just look at everybody who is backing this project. Visa as well, direct partner of Visa. The list goes on and on. We also have Ran, our guy over at Crypto Banter. Shout out to you, Ran, for going live every single day. It's absolutely awesome what you're doing over there on your channel. But yes, RSR is backed by a very strong team. It has a very strong use case to solve hyperinflation. Its token, its stablecoin, is backed by real tokenized collateral, not just faith in governments and the central banks. So this project is the real deal. Now let's hop on over to the price chart so I can give you guys some opportunities to hop in RSR if you are not already. All right, so right now we are in a strong uptrend and we are facing some horizontal resistance. Let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to draw a trend line connecting the bottoms of these candles. As you can see, if I just put this in the right place, we have one touch. I'll just draw it for you. We got one touch here. We have one touch here, several touches actually, and another here. So the trend line is confirmed by these multiple touches. Now we are also facing some horizontal resistance. I would draw that right here. So this is a very bullish chart pattern. I expect a breakout on this very soon. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube sharing with you some trading ideas and doing fundamental analysis on projects that I like. But anyway, we are in a clear uptrend right now. I'm expecting this to break out to the upside. If you guys were looking to get into a position, first of all, let's drop it down to a 4 hour so we can get a better picture of what's happening. So we've already tested this demand zone, as we can see. I would be looking to add a position in this level about 7.8 to 7.7 cents. This is a steal right now. The fact that this token is literally 8.5 cents, if it does bless us with more opportunities, I would buy the dip, not financial advice. But there are a few levels that you want to be looking at on the chart. We have a drop base, rally base right here. Very strong demand zone formation that I love to see. So yeah, definitely be looking all the way from 8 cents down to 6.7 cents. Is in the buy zone for me, guys. Not financial advice, like I said, but I'm expecting a huge breakout to the upside. I'm expecting this to snap to about 20 cents relatively quickly when it does break out of this rising wedge pattern. Now, as far as a longer term price prediction, well, let's go over something that happened last bull run that if you guys were involved with last bull run, you would know that XRP was the star. It was the showstopper. Now let's go over some tokenomics real quick. So XRP has a maximum supply of 100 billion, just as RSR does. And now the circulating supply of XRP is currently 46 billion tokens. RSR only has a 13.1 billion circulating supply. So I'm expecting personally RSR to pull something like XRP did the last bull run in 2017, where it just absolutely melts faces and rises to multiple dollars. My first price target will be $1. After that, $1.50. After that, $2. I will be scaling out of my position because I'm holding quite a large bag of RSR. So I'm going to take profit along the way and take what the market gives me. Now keep in mind, these numbers are pure speculation. However, I do believe with this project's very strong use case, strong backers when it gets listed on Coinbase, I think it will have a very large increase in equity. I think the price of this asset is going to go up a lot. Okay, so if you guys like this video, if you like RSR, let me know right now in the comment section down below. I want to know your thoughts because quite frankly, I did enough talking in this video. Make sure that you do join the free Telegram group where I give a lot of free trading ideas for you guys to take advantage of and of course bank that coin. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Make sure notifications are turned on as well, and we will see you in the next video.